Hi guys, this is Paula from Vonna's Crafty Designs, and we're back to do a stash destash. I've got 7 canvases here that we're going to go through. One I've already pulled out and was working on a little bit, and then realized that my camera wasn't recording. How about that? Anyway, so we're going to start all over and hopefully get all these canvases looked at. You know, we've got to get them, we got to decide. We got to decide whether we want to stash it or destash it. And when we destash, I will put those canvases over on my Facebook page, Vonna's Crafty Designs. I will try to put the link in this video. And so we're going to look at these canvases. Now, the first one I've already got out and been messing with, so we're going to look at her. It is a little fairy girl. Hold on just a minute. All right, I'm hoping that we've gotten back into the video and it's recording this time. As you can see, she is a 30 by 30 fairy. Looks like she might be walking on the water or light, or I'm not sure what she's walking on, but she's a 30 by 30 and she has 19 colors. And yeah, she's pretty. Here is the color palette. It is a train, so all of the colors are connected together. I don't see any special drills in this. Again, these are Temu. And, you know, you could put special drills if you had special drills. These areas where all the light is, that would be beautiful. With this kit, we get our handy dandy green tray, wax, and the pink one. And so here is a 30 by 30, very first one. And I'm going to put her right there. All right. Another thing to make sure as I'm doing this is to make sure that your number VE506 is on your drills, because if these two get separated, it's going to be hard to figure out, you know, what drills go with what canvas. But you see it on here, VE506. So we know these drills fit this canvas. All right, I'm going to set this right over here out of the way. Actually, let's see about putting this in this chair over here. And then that way, they're not in the way. Okay, next one up. Next one to show. Looks like it's got some golds and yellows, and I see a sunflower, I think. And y'all know how I am about sunflowers now. You know, it wouldn't shock me if that's what I bought, because I like them. All right, let's see. It's a 30 by 40. I've seen that. Oh, I think I remember which one this is. This one is sweet. I've seen somebody else on one of their channels do this, and I think that's when I went looking for this one, because I seen someone else show it. And I couldn't tell you who it was because I can't hardly remember a lot of things. It is a calico cat in sunflowers and flowers, and I love it. It is a 30 by 40. Yes, yes. All right, I'm going to kind of mash this down here and get this straightened out a little bit. Calico cat. And look, the cat's eyes are really big, so there should be a lot of area there. Cat's eyes. And, well, when I seen it, I'm not sure who had shown it, and they showed it finished. I was like, oh, that's really, really pretty. And so, yeah. And I like cats and dogs. And so, isn't that beautiful? Looks like our drill fill is pretty clear. Now there's, over in here is a little dark. In the darker areas, y'all know how I'm about that. It's harder for me to see. But I do have a light board I can put under it, which will probably take care of that. No problem. It also has the handy dandy green boat, pink wand, and block of wax. And we also have numbers. The numbers on here are AQ1132. And this says, let me show it to you, AQ1132. This is the color palette. Lots of browns and blues. And, yeah, greens. So that's nice. Nice color palette on a train. Or in a train, however you want to put it. So this is canvas number 2. Hopefully you can see that. Maybe if I turn it this way, you can see the full canvas, 30 by 40. And you know, the cat is big enough, the face is big enough that something this size should come, it looked like it come out really clear. I'm not sure if you can get this on Temu right now. I'm not sure what you can get on Temu right now. I placed an order, and the order I placed was for one local person. I didn't go to all the separate ones because if you go into the separate locals, you end up having to pay $2.99 each person you purchase from. So I just went into one and purchased, I think, about $25. I'm waiting for those to come in, but it's through a local group, and so we'll see how that works. But anyway, there's number 2. This one is a tiny one. And, you know, I like these because, well, you know, if you have a kid at home and they can't do something real big, maybe because of their attention or just because they don't want to. These little things are really cute, especially if there is just one item in something small. If you get a lot of background, if you get a lot of detail, you're not going to have a good picture. But when it's just one, it seems to turn out pretty good. And believe it or not, if the background is light, like this is a white or a cream background, they tend to turn out better. Also, you know, this is a little kitty cat, as you've seen. I do some junk journaling, and I've got one we're going to work on a little bit, but you can always do this, seal it, cut it down, and make it like the topper for a junk journal. I think that would be beautiful. It's a little cat with the pink rose. Isn't it sweet? It only has like 15 colors. And here's our little color palette. They're pastels. Looks like there's some pink in there. They're in a train. The number is AJ442. And that's what's here, AJ442. It's another thing you could do. I'm not sure if that would help, but you might put the number in Temu and maybe find it somewhere. All right, here is a little 20 by 20 kitty cat. And of course, I'll put that over there. We have our handy dandy green tray, pink wand, and the wax. All right, what do we have here? I believe I know which one this is. And I got this because, well, when I first seen it, I thought, oh Lord, this is really ugly. And I think on the group, the Diamond Hobbyist, she was going to do something, and she may still, where she said, you know, she purchased this really ugly diamond painting one night. She was tired. She thought it looked cute, and then she got it, and she was like, oh no. So she was going to do something that, like, have you ever purchased an ugly diamond painting kind of event? And I was going to do that, and I got this one, and I was like, yeah, this is not my favorite, and it's still not my favorite. But after I got it, I thought, you know, this isn't ugly. He's sweet. He's burning the kitchen down, but he's sweet. And so, I don't know. This wouldn't go for an ugly one for me. Because I like the little monkey. He is cooking. He has burnt places on his chef's hat. Got him some wine over here he's cooking with. And it is a 40 by 40. He is adorable. You know, so anyway, I wouldn't consider this ugly. Even though I bought it with that frame of mind, after I got it, I was wrong. He is not an ugly little monkey. Not at all. He's cute. So, we have the monkey here. And he's a cook. He's a chef. And I'm not sure what he's fixing, but looks like on his hat he burned it. So, I don't know. But it is a 40 by 40. Can you see that? He is something. He's still cooking. And it looks like 18 colors. And the number on it is ZSS418. And that's what this number is. It's right here. And we have another color palette. Looks like there's some beiges and I'd say he's this rust color when it comes into this red. I don't know if you can see that on a train. And we do have a handy dandy green boat, but this one is shaped like an oval. First one I've seen like that. A wax and a pink wand. All right. Let's get us another one out here. Get it open. Now, believe me, I bought all these canvases that I'm showing you before we had the Temu, I don't know what you call it, tariff issue, I guess is what we should say it, and Temu made us go local or whatever. So these things I had before, and I did not pay for them on some of the things that I am seeing, some of the prices I'm seeing now. I hate that, but we know things have went up. We don't have to talk about that. But these I bought before, and thought I would de-stash some of these. So I have several, and thought y'all might like them. When I put them on my Facebook page, I put them on there for the price I gave for them at the time. And you know, then we go to the, can't even do this right. Then we go to the post office, or I go to the post office and figure out what the shipping would be for you if you want one. And I ask for the cost of the canvas and the shipping cost. And I will look it up. I will make sure of the price before you pay for anything. It's done by PayPal. And then I will make sure you still want to even purchase it depending on the shipping, because the shipping can be expensive. All right, this is pretty. This has got all kinds of colors, bright colors. It looks like it's just a mixed up kind of, there's a little heart, doodle type picture with a lot of bright colors, really cute. And we have the handy dandy. And then we've got the colors. The colors actually are not as bright as I thought. There's some bright colors maybe over here toward the end. Purples and blues, but they still are very pretty. Pinks. So that's our colors. There's it's in a train. The number is QA342, and that's on our drills. And we have only 18 colors. It looks like a lot of them are symbols on this one. Few letters, but mostly symbols. All right, it's a 30 by 30. And here's another one. And believe me, I just had this, well, I have about 3 or 4 huge boxes in there, and I just pulled 7 out. So I know it's probably shameful to say I have that many, but it's accumulation over 2-3 years. So and some of the prices were so good at the time because I'm a member, which I may not be after I pay for membership. There's our handy dandy. I may change that, but anyway, I get some deals and some sales, and so they were just a great price, you know. Oh, how cute! I forgot about him. Y'all know I like cats and dogs and birds and giraffes and sunflowers and, well, I like just about everything. But isn't he cute? He's adorable. Look at this little shaggy puppy. All right. There is a lot of white background. Some people shy from that. I don't know. I find that the white background does not bother me near as bad as the dark background. And, you know, you can take, and you might have seen this, but if you feel like, you know, it needs something else, especially these, all of these are round drill. You can take some mica powder and get some white mica powder or white, if you have white eyeshadow, you know, go to the $1.25 store and get some white eyeshadow, kind of bust that up a little bit. That's mica powder. It's the same thing. And you can just sprinkle and dust a little bit of that in there. The sticky on these canvases will pick that up, and then you just brush it off, and it covers up a lot of boo-boos or things that can bother you, like maybe you see some of the black lettering in behind. It works. It does. I've done it before, and it works. So yeah, I'll have to show you one of the one canvas I've got in frame, and show. I kind of put a little bit of mica powder in that, and it's just a wonder worker. It will help. All right, so here's our puppy. Can you all see him? Isn't that cute? And I don't know what that is. I think it's just a blob. Who knows? Something he's been into. I don't know. But he is cute. I love it, love it, love it. Looks like his eyes have got a little bit of green in them. And here is our color palette. And our number is JFF516. And that's also on our train here. And we have 22 colors. So there's a little more coloring in it than you think. It is kind of beige, a lot of beige, a lot of white, but it is pretty. Look at there. It's a 40 by 40. All right, one more for this video. This is our 7, and it looks like this time we didn't, so far, knock on metal, don't have a wood. We haven't run into any of the double-sided adhesive like we had before on this round. I say that and then I'll jinx myself, won't I? All right. Let me look here for sure. No, it's poured. And the handy dandy. Da-da-da-da. Some of the issues I have run in, of course, and it will happen with any canvas, you know, that's packaged, is you get into all of this. Can you all see the wrinkles and stuff? That's where we have to do some ironing, or sometimes, you know, I have so many, I put them in the portfolio, and after a while, that they'll just, because they're in there with so many others, you know, it'll weigh them down, it'll straighten them out. And so yeah, so that's a good thing. Or I have to have to, I will do the ironing. Not that I like it, but I'll do it. But I wait until I'm ready to actually work on the canvas. Yep. Nope, looks like we have some crazy birds. That's what we got here. Crazy birds on a limb. They're cute. I like the bright colors. Love it. Love it, love it. All right, and again, this one is a 40 by 40. I'll try right here and see if I can get it to where you can see it. Here they are. That one's more of a purple. We got a yellow and a pink and a blue. Crazy birds. All right, and it does have a lighter background. There are 22 colors, and they're not numeric. They're in all different. Now this is actually in baggies. Now the ones we've been having before, yeah, they were in a train, but these are in baggies. If you can see these, there's some really bright colors in here. So cute. And then of course our white. These are in a baggie to where if you you know, work out of baggies, they're already kitted up for you. Now on this one, as I'm sitting here looking, I do not see this number ZS155. So I am going to have to mark this, and I don't have a marker here, but I'll have to mark it to make sure, because I'll put this in a portfolio and would put this in a Ziploc bag. Of course, yeah, wouldn't want to do that. So without making sure that we mark it. All right, there is number 7. So let's go back through these, shall we? Hold on just a minute. Okay, I'm back, and you all knew it wasn't going to be just a minute, but it was a minute for me. We've got our stack here, and we're going to decide whether we're going to stash or destash. First one up, the Blue Fairy. Or I guess she's blue, she's teal. Tinkerbell is what I call her. 30 by 30 Tinkerbell. I think for her, I am going to destash. I'll put her on Facebook. She's really cute, but I probably won't have time to do her. And she's silhouetted, so I think she would turn out really good. This is a round, so Miss Fairy gets destashed. Here we go. Da da da. Y'all know that I'm going to keep this, right? For 2 reasons. 1, it has sunflowers. And 2, I like the calico cat. And I seen somebody do it, so that's why I had picked it out. So this one I'm keeping. This one's going in my stash, a 30 by 30. Calico cat and sunflowers. All right, I'm going to put this on this side so I don't get them mixed up. What we got next? Da-da-da, 20 by 20, the little kitten with the rose. Really sweet for a little girl or whoever likes cats. My grandson, he loves cats. This will be probably destashed. I will not probably get to that. So there's a destash. This is the chef, and yeah, I'm gonna destash him. He wasn't what I thought he was gonna turn out to be. He's actually very cute. I thought he was gonna be ugly, but he's not. He's not an ugly painting at all. He is so cute. So we're gonna destash him. Oh, and this is some bright flowers and hearts. Really cool little picture. Young girls would probably like this in the room, or I would too. But all right, we're going to destash this because I have a lot of flower pictures, but the colors are brilliant. All right, what we got? Oh, we got the puppy. He's so cute. All right, guys. I'm going to keep the puppy. Y'all know that. I'm going to keep the puppy because he's so cute. And so this one's mine. I'm going to keep it. So far, I got a puppy and a kitty. What we got here? Oh, the birds. The birds. Those are sweet too. But I think I'm going to put these in D-stash because I don't know when I would get to these. I got a lot of birds. So this one's going to be D-stash too. So this round, we only have 2 out of the 7 that I'm going to stash and keep and try to work on. And we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 for D-stash. Well, it was great being with you this afternoon. Again, check out the Facebook page if any of these are something that you might like to have. It's Vaughnish Crafty Designs on Facebook. Also, like, subscribe, click the bell. The bell, I say click the button, but if you click the bell, then you know when I upload more videos on YouTube. And be safe, be happy, and be blessed. Y'all have a great day. Bye.